Good morning. It was suggested I get a better angle of light. Good morning. I'm Dan Hammond. And, sorry. Okay, I am a natural pain management therapist, and I am also an essential oils coach, a health coach, certified lymphologist. And so we're trying this new horizontal, and we'll see how that goes. Hello, Kelly. So if anybody has questions, this won't be too long. And if anybody has questions, if you could ask them at the end so that we can cover everything. So what I wanted to talk about was last night I got woken up at 1:30 in the morning. Hello, LJ. So I got woken up at 1:30 in the morning by the pup. 1 year old. Hello, George. And I was in a dead sleep, right? 1:30 in the morning. So my reaction to that, to understand it, we'd have to go back to my naval experience. So when I was inshore, the ship would be separated into, the crew would be separated into 4 sections. And every 4th day, you would be in charge of guarding the ship. So it's the middle of the week, you got your full weekday, everything you have to get done. Plus, you have to guard the pier, you have to guard the brow to monitor people coming onto the ship. And somebody would be, 1 or 2 people would be in charge of going around the ship. Hello, Susie. 2 people would be in charge of going around the ship above, Wendy, above and below, above decks and below decks. And so it was only a 4-hour watch. It would be a 24, we'd have the ship for 24 hours being in charge of security. And so let's say I have at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I have the 4 to 8 p.m. So it's cut into my work day. I'm working right up to it. I might work a little bit afterwards to try and catch up in my job. And then I'm in my bed, dead asleep. 3:30 in the morning, getting shook by the arm. That's the camera shaking there, right? So get shook by the arm and woke up and say, hey, get up, somebody got hurt, you've got the next watch. You have to show up about 3:45 in the morning. And my reaction would always be a hot coal. I'd be upset. I'd be worried. Hello, Gaydina. I'd be upset about being woken up. I would be frustrated. And for my first 10 years, that was kind of my military experience. I was getting frustrated and upset about everything. So speed the clock forward to last night. Our 1-year-old pup wakes me up at 1:30 in the morning, says, I need to go outside. Not quite in those words. But even in years gone by, that would have upset me because of my experience. It just ran over from the military. But what happens now is I take some deep breaths, I smile, I just be totally at peace and go take care of the pup and be thinking how it's awesome that it's so important to him to take care of his business outside. Another thought was, gee, I think hello, Amy. Gee, I think I will set my alarm on my phone to take away their water about 7 o'clock at night and only put a little bit of water there. We had 5 kids, so I could have used this philosophy way back then. But it goes over to other situations in life too. We do not have to be upset when something happens to us. We have control over our mind as far as what we say and what we think. We do not have control of what will happen. We do not have control of what will happen afterwards. Hello, Angie. What our mind and our body will do with what we've said or what we've thought. So if I have a really negative perspective and negative thoughts and negative words, my mind and my body will translate what they need to do to help me with how I'm feeling. They'll help me feel bad. They'll help me feel sick. They'll help me be afraid. So it takes some practice and a little bit of understanding to be able to come to control our thoughts and our words. And that's how we get the perspective. How I came through it was through my education process of wanting to be happy, wanting to have a strong self-confidence, wanting to have a strong self-esteem. Hello, Anita. So that's what I work with in my practice, helping people come to understand and ally with their subconscious and their mind. Not in that we gain control of what's going to happen with those, through our thoughts, but that through our thoughts, we can put them to work to create the life that we want through our words. And it's just a matter of, we've seen so many things talking about as a man thinketh, right? He'll be. Our thoughts create our perspectives. They create our beliefs. They create our feelings, and our feelings lead to our actions. So in taking control of our thoughts and our words to gain control of our feelings, our mind and our subconscious, our body will take and run with that. Just as it's done all of our lives, we just didn't know how to control it or what to do. So that's my thought today about how it doesn't matter what happens. We do not need to get upset. If somebody treats us illy, somebody says something negative to us, we don't have to accept that. We don't have to believe that. And so the greatest success we can find, the greatest energy we can find, is learning on how to get a strong self-confidence and a strong self-esteem, and how that works mechanically. And we can do it. You can do it. We can feel good. We should feel good. Okay? So take care. If there are any other questions, I hope I answered that question, Kelly, about how did I change my perspective. It was through many different people that I've trained under or worked with, coming to learn how to take control of my words and my thoughts, and how to act on the new words and thoughts and feelings. Does anybody else have any questions before we sign off? Well, thank you so much for being with us today, being with me. And if you watch this after the fact, please put #replay in the comments, as well as if you have any questions. Please let me know. Take care. A good day, a pain-free day, both physically and emotionally, is a good day. Have a good day.